Welcome back. We're here with Tom McNicholl, the chair of the Expo committee for SBE 22. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you.
So the 40th year of SBE, wow, congratulations, that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
So how has it changed?
Oh, boy, just the technology has changed. I mean, when I first started coming to this show in 1978, it was all tape machines and huge video switchers with huge racks of equipment to, operate that switcher. Now everything is just, more compact, smaller frames. It's just amazing what's happening. Tape is just a thing of the past.
Well, what are the challenges? What does it take to put on something like this?
A lot of man hours and a great committee of dedicated people that just know what to do year after year. We've got a good committee in place. They've been doing it for a long time. And it makes my role easy because I just call the meetings and get the discussion going, and they know what to do. They know how to make it work. And that's what makes this show so successful, is the people behind the scenes.
Yeah. Is there any really tough challenges that you have to overcome?
Tough challenge now is the number of exhibitors that have so many different shows to go to and are having financial difficulties because of the economy. They have to pick and choose where they're going. And there are a lot of shows this time of year, so we're running into that now where we have less exhibitors because they might alternate shows and skip us every other year now. So that's a challenge. And then getting attendees to come out because there are less people in the workplace. These people are selling equipment to automate our jobs. So that's less people in the workplace, and now they're all kind of stressed out because they're doing more with less, and they don't have the time to come to the show. I think the smaller shows work because these people really don't have time to travel to go to the big shows like NAB in Vegas every year, where they might have a day they can get off and come out here to Turning Stone. So it works for the local people to go to the smaller shows now instead of hitting the big ones every year.
What's unique about this expo in particular?
Oh, what's unique? I think we do a great job of making everybody comfortable here. I think the facility works for us because it is relatively inexpensive, even though it's a big luxury resort. I think they've been keeping the prices low to us here, and it's helped us to be able to offer more to the exhibitors at a lower cost. And I think that's a benefit of our show, is the lower cost of the exhibitors. I think one of the pluses is the way we encourage students to participate in our show by doing the student workshop in the morning and having the students out on the floor. I think at first exhibitors were kind of leery of students coming into their booths and taken away from their customer sales, but we kind of controlled it and make the students understand that they have customers they have to deal with, but please go out and at least see what's out there. And the vendors are starting to appreciate that and realize that, hey, these students are going to be our future customers to keep our businesses going. And I think that's been a big plus for our show.
Well, you're a part of the WKTB team, so how is your job changed? You're the chief engineer. I mean, how is that? That's definitely had to advance.
Oh yeah, it's a challenge every day trying to keep up with the new technologies. I also manage 2 other stations as far as purchasing capital equipment for the stations in our group, and it's KEYT in Santa Barbara and WFFF in Burlington, Vermont. We do a lot of group purchasing now for the big equipment, mostly the stuff that we need for complying with new FCC laws, and that stuff's changing all the time too. The FCC is always coming out with new laws to make you go out and buy new equipment, so it's challenging trying to stay on top of all the new technologies and the laws that are out there today.
Well, what is the future of this? What do you think the national convention will ever be held here or within this chapter?
Well, the SBE National group tours different shows every year, so they try to make the rounds to the different local, regional SBE shows. So this year they're in Denver, Colorado. Next year they're looking at a couple different places, and then the year after they're thinking of coming back here. We have to apply to them to get them to come here, and they've asked us to do that for 2014. And hopefully we'll get them here, and that brings a few more people in, all the board members, and it gets some extra attention from exhibitors that want to be part of a show where the national SBE is here too. So yeah, that's a big plus. Hopefully 2014.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us with Tom McNicholl, the Chair Expo Committee for the SBE 22.